Hi guys, it's Moz here from Moz651 on Models, and on the workbench tonight I have this McDonnell Douglas F-15A Eagle. I'm going to unbox it and review it, and I'm going to give it away. So, this kit inside the box is roughly 42 years old. I was born in 1979, it makes me 42, and this kit was released in 1978. It's been reboxed many times, and in its last iteration, Airfix decided to make this into a starter set, whereas they get the kit, give it a nice new box art on the front, add a few paints, a little bit of glue, 2 brushes, and then say it's a starter set. Starter sets to me really are for real beginners, and I think it's I wouldn't class it as a starter set per se, because it is a school level 2. On the side of the box, so you can see the scheme that you get inside the box. It says school level 2, and if you were a starter, I would recommend you always use or go for a skill level 1. And also, because the tooling is very old, you're going to have to do a little bit more cleanup on it. You're going to have to work at it a bit more to get a good finish, which doesn't really enhance you or give you confidence if you are just starting to build a model kit. You know, I feel that the way Airfix are producing starter kits now with the new Spitfire Mark 5C, and with their tanks that they brought out as starter sets, they are basic models that you put together and just get on and paint. That is what I call a starter set. I would really class this as a gift set, okay? That's what I'm going to class them as. You know, things like this with old toolings, with paint and glue, and with brushes, I would call them gift sets, okay? So you get the point where I'm coming from on there. This comes in 1 fly an hour. As I say, you've got some nice box art on the front, 8+ on this one. Bottom of the box, you've got the official Boeing label of approval there. The code for this one is A55311, okay? It does have cartograph decals in, which is brilliant. Bit of information there, the Airfix Club. On the side of the box, you've got the box art again, and you also got the name of the plane. On the other side is exactly the same. Again, this just shows you what the model number is, A55311. On the back, you have some sort of call out, basically just saying where to put the decals, and also how to do the paint job. Comes with some really interesting colours: 11, 33, 24, 127, 128 and 130, and 127 and 128 are pretty much different shades of grey, okay? Because you are going to, if you look at the back there, you are going to use some different shades of grey. That there is going to be a decal that you would get some water, soften it and place it on top. All right, so here we go. We're going to put the side of the box. And this one's a little bit trickier because it's not just a flap, it's actually stuck. This one's one of those stuck ones. There's a bit of glue. Not too keen on this really, because I like to be able to close the box back up. But anyways, let's pull this out. And there you go, the instructions, and nothing else in it. Obviously, like I said, you get your paints, you get 2 brushes, and your glue. All right, there it is. So, let's first off, let's have a look. There's the decals there. So, as you can see, you are going to have to paint the yellow on this one, okay? And you get given these decals or water transfers to give you the tiger effect, all right? Which is a shame. I would have thought it would have been yellow and black, but they look like they've gone down this route instead. You've got some stars and bars there for the US Air Force, and you've got some logos there. So there you go, there's your, and they're good. The film's quite nice, so nice and tight. Okay, it's cartograph, and they do really good decals. You can't deny it, they are pretty good with the decals. So then the instructions, I'm presuming it's a booklet, because there's going to be a fair few stages in this one. On the front of the instructions, you've got some bump about the plane, and it comes, it says armament is Sparrowhawk and Sidewinder missiles. Very nice. And an M61 Gatling multi-barrel cannon on it. So as you get into it, you're going to have some, it's going to just tell you the assembly icon instructions, assembly instructions, and just a warning there about the cement. All right, so starting off, it's quite simple really. You're going to start building the cockpit together first, and then you're going to get the two halves of the fuselage, and instead of it side on side, it's top and bottom, and it goes together. And there you start putting in all the panels and the intakes as such. Start off with the back, then you've got the engines to go back into the back end there. Wings on the side, looks like two-piece wings, and then they slot into the fuselage. Then you start putting the gearing together. So you can either, this is a choice really, you can either have the gearing up or gearing down. They give you the options there of doing that. And then you build your sidewinder. So there's your gearing, 1, 2. There's that many steps in this one actually. And there you go, there's your Sparrow. Underneath some drop tanks, and then the final section is putting on the canopy glass, and there you go. You can either have it up or down using that strut, and at the back as well. For which I think that's the air brake as well. All right, so yeah, quite an interesting little build. Not that many steps, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps, and there you are. That's it. And then we go into the bag. I need a knife, X-Acto knife. And it's right, we go through, nicely done. And there you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 sprues on this one. So you've got 4 sprues to look at, and unfortunately there's a little bit of a bend in there, but that's all right because I think the actual parts are quite straight anyway. It's just a bend on the actual things. It must be quite long. It must be like pushed into the box. While the sprue is still a bit warm from the machine, it's gone in and just given it a bit of a bend, but it hasn't affected the actual parts. They're all pretty straight, which is, that's a good thing, and everything else seems all pretty straight as well. 2-part wheels there, so one half and the other half, quite nice. There's not too much flash on this kit, to be honest, so far. I just had a look on there, not too bad on the flash. Here comes the top half of the canopy. Obviously, it's going to have raised panel lines on this one, which is not a bad thing, really. Especially for a starter set, or should I say a gift set. There's the nose there. It's a little bit of touch of flash. It's going to be a bit of a clean up. Underneath, no detail as such. There's the engine there. Just look at the engine, make sure it's nice and tight in there. Yeah, it's molded quite well, not looking too bad there. Very, very nice. No bits missing, I can see. This is one of the things I like about these sprues when they're like this, is that you know when there's something missing, because you see a gap, and there'll be a gate there that's missing. So yeah, there you go. So that first bit. Then you got the bottom half. Some detail there, if you can see. As I said, remember it's raised panel lines, not recessed. Again, a little bit of a bend there, but it isn't affecting the parts. That is a little bit bent there, a little bit of a bend there, but hopefully you'll be able to work that out. That's looking pretty good. Pilot, nice bit of detail on the pilot. You know, I have to work with that. Obviously, you know, paint it as you so wish. Let's see. I'm just thinking maybe they should have put it in a bigger box. Maybe it needs to be going a bit, because again, this is all bent over, and to be fair, it hasn't affected it too bad. There's a canopy frame in there, I think so, yeah. But yeah, not looking too bad on that one. All right, put it there. There's the air intakes there, I think. So yeah, not looking too bad. And again, the final pieces is the wings and the front gearing there on the front wheel of the gearing. Another dashboard there. A little bit of flash, unfortunately, on the gearing. The A-frame there on the gearing. So yeah, there you go. There it is. I just think maybe they could have done with putting it into a bigger box. It does clearly feel that, you know, it's bent over in some places, and I think that is just because of the size of the sprue. You know, if they just chopped an extra 2 pence and getting a bigger box, it may have worked better. And then we're going to put that together like that together like that, and hopefully this will go back into the bag without a problem. There you go. It's gone in the bag. And you can see just where there's a little bend there, but it's not affected the parts, okay? And then the final piece you have to look at is the long canopy. I think there's a choice on the canopy. Let me just check on the instructions, because I can see 2 canopy glasses there. Let's have a look. Yeah, you've got a choice. I feel you can either use 81 and 80 and use that one there instead. But it comes with 2 canopy glasses. I can't see the reason why, but maybe somebody in the comments can tell me why. Yeah, 2 clear glasses there. Nothing special. Very nice. Very good. You can see that. Dip that in a little bit of Umbro Clear and it'll come up really nice. And I don't think there needs to be I think all there is that line there that will need to be, sorry, get it close. That line there will need to be painted. The rest of it you don't need to paint, I don't think. So I think it goes on the housing. And there's your front part of the canopy as well. Brilliant. I just put the kit back into the box and you can see that there is a little bit of an overlap on there. Can you see that? So that's why there's a very slight bend. It's quite a tight. If we do that, do that, do that, it all comes together good. Okay, whoops. I better put the decals back in as well on top. And there you are. That was an unboxing and a review of this McDonnell Douglas F-15A. 1:72 scale. It looks quite simple to build. It says a skill level 2. I think it is a skill level 2. And I hope whoever gets this kit will enjoy it. So how to win this kit? Basically, for this competition, all you've got to do is go to the comments and write down the last kit that you built and just a few words on why it was good or why it was bad or what you liked about it, what you didn't dislike about it, or something that you would, would you recommend it? Let's have a little bit of a debate in the comments. Let's just see how we get on. Okay, so what you got to do in the comments, just write down the last kit you built and explain why it was good, bad, what could be better, would you recommend it? And then we can have a bit of a debate down there because I'll ask you some questions on it. Anyways, I think that's it. If you like the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, select all when you click the bell, and you'll be notified when I release another video. Any questions, any comments, put them in the box below, and I always reply, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.